Hello everybody to this live watch along. Siegemund versus Marcinko. They are rallying right now. They're practicing serves, and it is about to start. Whoever wins this match will go on to face Alex Eala. We're almost underway here in a couple minutes. Should be a very good challenge. The last they played in Indian Wells, and it got up to 3 sets, with Sigman winning this one. The 38-year-old wins this one at Indian Wells. But let's see what happens here at the Miami Open. Marcinko about to drink some water now, and it is about to start. Hope everyone's having a good time. Hello everybody in the chat. We are underway with Marcinko about to serve. First serve, Marcinko. First serve goes to the tee but goes out. Second serve. Second serve goes to the tee, to the backhand of Siegemund. A forehand down the center that goes out by Marcinko. Love 15. Love 15, Marcinko. Marcinko serving. First serve. Out wide, clips the net cord, goes out. Second serve. Second serve goes to the middle of the box, but that return gets dumped by Siegemund. 15 all. We're just about underway here at Miami. Siegemund and Marcinko. Marcinko first serve goes out wide but clips the net cord. Marcinko is a good baseliner, heavy hitter. Siegemund is more of a crafty player. Second serve, Marcinko. Second serve goes deep to the middle, to the box. Forehand crosscourt by Sigman. Forehand down the line by Marcinko. And that sails long for Sigman. Tries to go pretty much to the center there, but sails pretty long on the baseline there. Marcinko's up now, 30-15. First serve, Marcinko tries to go out wide, but gets the net. Second serve. Second serve goes to the middle of the box, short, backhand crosscourt by Marcinko. Marcinko's on defense. Sigman goes to the net, but hits a half volley to the net. Now it's 40-15 Marcinko. Not a bad start by Marcinko now. 40-15 Marcinko, first serve. First serve goes to the tee. Good first serve. Clips the net cord though, but gets a put-away shot for Marcinko. Backhand cross-court, and she is now up a game. Good game. Good start by Marcinko. That's a pretty good hole by Marcinko there. And a little off by Siegemund with her returns. Definitely some makeable returns by Siegemund, but we're looking for the craftiness of Siegemund. Is she going to come into the net? She already came into the net. Can she volley well? Can Marcinko pass? Will she do some passing shots? Well, that's pretty much the factor here. Marcinko about to serve. Down love one on serve. She's getting some towels now, trying to set up her towels. Near the end of the court there. 2 different sets of towels. She's walking fast to the baseline now, grabbing some balls. Grabs 2 balls. And she is about to serve. First serve for Siegemund. First serve Siegemund goes to the middle of the box, but good depth actually. 15 love by Siegemund. First serve Sigman at 15 love. First serve goes to the tee, straight to the forehand by Marcinko. Backhand crosscourt by Marcinko, clips the net cord though. A forehand inside out that is drilled by Marcinko for the winner. That was a pretty high ball that she just muscled through, but she got it in for the winner, inside out. Very good ball there by Marcinko. 15 all now. Sigman to serve, first serve. First serve Marcinko, or first serve Siegemund. First serve goes to the tee, to the backhand of Marcinko. Backhand down the line by Marcinko. Now on defense is Siegemund. A sitter for Marcinko, and pretty much puts it away inside in with the forehand. Good setup there by Marcinko on that backhand down the line. Now 15-30. A little bit of trouble by Siegemund here. Let's see if she can get a little bit of something going here. Let's see if she can get a first serve here. First serve, not much there, but goes in. Good forehand crosscourt by Marcinko. On the run is Siegemund, couldn't handle that forehand crosscourt. Her own forehand crosscourt sails out, and now she's down. Double break point, Siegemund at 15-40. 15-40 Siegemund. Not a good start by Siegemund, but let's see if she can come out of this. First serve Siegemund. A short first serve. Inside in backhand by Siegemund, but Marcinko couldn't handle that ball. It was very slow to get to that backhand inside in approach by Siegemund. A running backhand that is dumped to the net by Marcinko. Now we are still at break point, 30-40 by Siegemund. Siegemund first serve. First serve Siegemund, 30-40. Tries to go out wide, but hits the net. A lot of short serves by Siegemund right now. Just not getting enough MPH there. Second serve. Second serve goes to the tee, a little deep. Good return by Marcinko. And then Marcinko hits a forehand that goes well out. Just couldn't control that ball. Bad, unforced error by Marcinko. Wasted two opportunities, but she nods her head. She's okay. She's positive. She's trying to stay in it here. Trying to still get this break here. Now at deuce. Deuce. Siegemund, first serve. First serve, again goes to the net. That one tries to go out wide. Second serve. Second serve. Siegemund goes to the middle of the box. Good forehand return. A chop by Siegemund. Siegemund backhand down the line. A forehand top spin by Marcinko. Backhand inside out by Siegemund that sails a little wide. Maybe about a foot wide. Add out now for Siegemund. Marcinko with another break point. Advantage for Marcinko here. Let's see if Marcinko can convert here. Let's see that first serve, if it goes deep or not. It's always going short. First serve for Siegemund. And again, it's going short. It's hitting the net now. So that first serve hits pretty much close to the net strap. Second serve now for Siegemund. Second serve goes to the middle of the box. Backhand cross-court by Sigman. Backhand down the line by Marcinko. Marcinko goes for a forehand cross-court. A looper by Siegemund that goes short. And then Marcinko dumps that forehand to the net. Couldn't handle a very slow looper that goes short. Maybe a little nerves by Marenko there. That should have been an easy put away. Should have ran up to it and hit that one hard. But lets it fall and then just makes a bad error. Deuce now for both of these players here. Deuce. Deuce. Safe serve to the middle of the box on the first serve. And a backhand, low ball backhand by Marcinko that she just could not run up and get it. Seems like she has a tough time recovering back after that return. So, bad miss again by Marenko. Advantage now is Siegemund. First serve, Sigman, good out wide serve, and that backhand return goes to the net by Marenko. Good hold by Siegemund. We are now at 1-all. Again, good hold. Got out of major trouble there by Siegemund. Let's see if she could keep that up. And let's see if Marenko can kind of settle her nerves a little bit. Some bad misses there on that game. First serve now is Marenko. Marenko tries to do a hard out wide serve, but it goes wide and long. Second serve. Second serve goes to the tee deep, but great inside out backhand return by Siegemund for the winner. Great job there by Sigman handling that deep second serve return. First serve now, low 15, Marenko. Marenko hits the net strap on that first serve. Second serve. Second serve, good deep to the backhand on that one for the serve. Forehand cross-court by Sigman. Another forehand cross-court by Sigman. Defense now, Marenko tries to do a chop forehand, but chops it to the bottom of the net. Sigman now pretty much in control here. Seems like she's controlling the rallies now. Marenko not moving too good here. Trying to change direction on that shot, but couldn't quite do it. Now down low 30. First serve to the tee. Great first serve by Marenko. Oh, and a put-away backhand cross-court that hits the net cord. Another bad miss by Marenko. It's now low 40. Low 40 now. Marenko. First serve Marenko. Clips the net cord on this one. Marenko with some nerves. Few bad misses. Siegemund, I think, is settled in now. First serve here. First serve for good first serve out wide. A chop defensive return by Sigman. Another slice by Siegemund. Let's see, a topspin cross-court by Sigman. Got back into neutral here. A big time forehand cross-court by Marenko that gets dumped to the net. Tries to really drive that ball from the baseline, but couldn't do it. It's now 2-1 Siegemund. Broke Marenko there. How's everybody doing in the chat? Everybody viewing this watch along. Thank you for watching. Whoever wins this match will face Alex Eala in the next round. Both are very good players. Siegemund, again, more of the crafty player. She is more of a, I would say, does a lot of slices, will come up to the net. She's a good doubles player. Marenko is one that is more of a good baseliner. She rolls that forehand a little bit more, I think. I think she has a very good backhand down the line. She showed it in that first game. But it's all about if Marenko can really settle down and try to limit those unforced errors. I mean, she'll have sitters. She'll have these easy sitters, and you've seen it here. If you've been watching along here, you've seen it here with Siegemund sometimes just kind of hitting these very bad short balls. But, you know, Siegemund is not the type of person that would make too many mistakes. You know, she'll make unforced errors here and there, but, you know, she's not going to make these really crazy mistakes. She'll hit the approach shot. She'll hit that good or decent approach shot, come in and finish it off with that volley. So let's see if Marcinko can, you know, limit these errors, make it a match here. We got a few people in the crowd watching this match. As you know, it's been raining a little bit in Miami. There might be rain coming up tonight. All right, a shadow swing by Sigman. She's about to serve serve for Siegemund. First serve, Siegemund. Goes out wide. Great first serve, but good return by Marcinko. And a good backhand down the line by Marcinko. Now defense is Siegemund. And a great forehand inside in by Marcinko. Got a high sitter that kind of floated near the baseline, but definitely a put-away type of shot. Very good forehand inside in by Marcinko. 15 love, or love 15 here. Marcinko trying to break back. Love 15. Sigman goes out to the tee. Almost gets the edge of the line. It's called out there. Second serve. Second serve. Siegemund, love 15 to the tee, and a forehand inside in winner return by Marcinko. I think now she's settled in. That was a big time return there. Big time return. Marcinko now at love 30, getting ready to break back. This could be a battle here. This could be a long battle. Second serve, love 30, or first serve, love 30. A good tee serve by Siegemund. Good return by Marcinko. Forehand cross court by Siegemund, and that hits the bottom of the net by Marcinko. Tries to run that down out wide, but just couldn't get there. 15-30 now, Siegemund. Siegemund has been able to get out of trouble on her last serve. Now at 15-30, first serve. And that first serve was decent out wide, and then Marcinko misses that backhand cross-court return. Definitely a makeable return there. We are now at 30 all. 30 all for Siegemund and Marcinko. 2-1 Siegemund. Siegemund first serve. Tries to go to the tee. Marcinko tries to guess out wide there. Good thing it hit the net. Second serve for Siegemund. Siegemund 30 all, second serve. Let's see where this is going. Goes to the middle of the box. Good backhand return by Marcinko. Marcinko on defense. Good forehand down the line by Siegemund. Gets a forced error there. Good job by Siegemund to redirect that ball down the line. And Marcinko's having a hard time covering each side, each corner. 40-30 now. Game point for Siegemund. First serve goes out. Tries to go to the tee. Second serve now, Siegemund. Siegemund second serve. 40-30. Oh, that is a little wide. Tries to go out wide. Tries to go for something a little bit more than she normally does, but now she's committed a double fault now. So a freebie for Marcinko. Now at deuce. 2-1 Siegemund. Deuce, first serve. First serve, tries to go out wide, clips the net cord, but goes out wide. Goes wide, second serve. Second serve. Siegemund. And that is another double fault by Siegemund, giving away points now all of a sudden. That second serve went to the middle of the net there. I can't explain what happened there, but now we have an an advantage for Marcinko, another breaker opportunity, pretty much. Let's see if Marcinko can take advantage. How many opportunities can you get here? Out. Siegemund. First serve. First serve, a safe serve, out wide. Now running down is Marcinko. On defense, Marcinko, a slice. Tries to run for this drop shot, Marcinko, and gets it in. A not so good drop shot by Siegemund. It kind of sat up for Marcinko there. And now we have an even match. All of a sudden, Siegemund just kind of donated a couple points and just kind of gave away that shot there. Not a good drop shot. She can make better drop shots. So now we're at 2-all. First serve for Marcinko. First serve, good tee serve. Good return though by Siegemund, but Marcinko dumps that forehand down the line to the net. Somewhat of a bad unforced error there. 15, love 15. Marcinko, good out wide serve. Gets a sitter now for Marcinko. And that one is hit out a good 1 or 2 feet out, going to the center of the court for Marcinko. Now Marcinko goes to the towel. Now that's a bad point. She had an easy short sitter there. Tries to go to the center of the court and misses. Now at love 30. To the tee, a safe serve to the tee for Marcinko. Good backhand down the line by Marcinko. And that chop forehand doesn't do anything for Siegemund. That goes to the net. Now at 15-30. Good backhand down the line by Siegemund. 15-30, Siegemund. First serve. First serve goes to the tee, but short. A backhand cross-court by Marcinko. Forehand down the line by Marcinko. Forehand cross-court by Marcinko. That is short. On defense is Marcinko and couldn't handle that forehand cross-court by Siegemund. Now 15-40. Losing steam on her ground strokes there is Marcinko. Just couldn't get any kind of depth. It was getting shorter and shorter. 15-40 now for Marcinko. Double break point for Siegemund. Another short serve out wide there, but Siegemund chops that return to the net. So a little bit of a freebie. 30-40 now for Marcinko, trying to survive this game. Trying to see if she can hold. And Siegemund trying to break back. A lot of breaks already. First serve, Marcinko goes to the middle of the box. A deep return by Sigman. Sigman, a good angle forehand cross court. On defense is Marenko and a great swinging volley by Siegemund. A backhand swinging volley cross court. Once Marenko's on the run there, it was pretty much over. Siegemund up 3-2. So a break by Siegemund. We might see a lot of breaks here. You can see already Marenko's not moving well. You know, I haven't really seen her game too much, just in, you know, looking at previous matches, some highlights. But I do see Marenko not moving too well to the corners, not moving well side to side. And she's getting kind of beat sometimes on the rallies by Sigman. Sigman's not really a powerful baseliner, but she will angle the ball out. So, you know, I think if Sigman can just angle the ball a little bit and make Marenko run, I think it's Sigman's game. I mean, Marcinko has to hit a little harder, I think, to try to stay in this. I mean, she's been hitting some good forehands here and there, and I like that backhand down the line, but it's not enough, not quite enough for Marcinko. So let's see if she can connect a little bit more on Marcinko. I believe, overall, I think Marcinko has the better baseline game, but she has to show it. How's everybody doing? Viewing this match. Hope you're having a good day, everybody. The winner of this match will face Alex Eala. So we'll see who wins here. I'm not really rooting for anybody on this match. Just rooting for a very good match. We all know Siegemund is very good, a veteran. She's smart. I like to see Marcinko a little bit and see what she's really capable of. I know she's capable of these great ground strokes, great forehands. But Sigman about to serve now. First serve, let's see if she can consolidate. Let's see if anybody can consolidate on these breaks. First serve, up 3-2. Sigman, first serve. First serve goes to the net. Second serve. That serve is at 90 miles per hour on the first serve. Second serve, Siegemund. Siegemund, deep second serve to the center of the box. Good backhand cross-court rally now. And that backhand by Siegemund goes out. Couldn't really control that ball. Siegemund now down love 15. Takes a deep breath. Bounces the ball. Ready for the first serve. Love 15. And does a retoss. We'll catch this toss and retosses this on the first serve. Again, love 15. To the tee. Good forehand return by Marcinko. Backhand down the line by Marcinko. Forehand crosscourt by Marcinko. A looper by Siegemund. Another looper by Marcinko that goes to the corner, and Siegemund couldn't handle that looper. Had a little bit more topspin, a little bit more arc. And now, love 30 now. Siegemund trying to put a little bit more air, Marcinko, on that forehand. Love 30 now. Marcinko, or love 30 Marcinko. Siegemund is serving. And Sigman is doing another retoss. Love 30. Love 30. Sigman first serve. Tries to go to the tee out wide. Second serve. Second serve. Sigman at love 30. Short into the box on that second serve. Backhand crosscourt by Siegemund. Forehand inside out by Siegemund. On the run is Marcinko. Gets back to neutral. Good forehand inside out by Marcinko. And that forces the error by Siegemund. And Siegemund is a little frustrated here. Goes for the towel. Now at love 40. Several break point chances now for Marcinko. We're pretty much on break on this set. Love 40. Siegemund. And that first serve hits the net. Second serve. Second serve. Siegemund, love 40. And a good backhand return by Marcinko. Oh, and a slice drop shot that kind of went a little deeper than I thought it would. But then Siegemund didn't really want to get that ball. Let's see what happens here. She just did not want to get that ball. I mean, that was gettable. That was a gettable ball by Siegemund, and she chooses not to run that down. Which, at 38 years old, right? Maybe you don't want to run that down, but I love 40 as well, but I don't know. It's professionals. They got to run that ball down. All right, 3-all. Marcinko to serve. First serve goes to the out wide, but misses long. Second serve. And that is well out. That's like 20 feet out on that second serve by Marcinko. So bad double fault. Let's see if anybody can hold here. For, I think the last 4 games, it was all breaks. There we go. First serve to the middle of the box. Backhand down the line by Siegemund. Forehand cross court by Marcinko. Marcinko gets a forced error there, or an unforced error by Sigman. That forehand cross court sails long. 15-all. We are tied up. 15-all, 3-all. First serve, Marcinko. Marcinko hits this first serve to the net. Second serve, tries to go to the tee. Second serve, very slow second serve to the middle of the box. A backhand crosscourt by Sigman. A backhand short ball by, that hits the net court by Sigmund. A volley by Sigmund. And a good passing shot by Marcinko. Had an easy, kind of a sitter of a volley. So that backhand approach by Sigmund going down the line hits the net cord. That messed everything up for Sigmund there. So now, 30-15, a chance to hold by Marcinko. Let's see here, 30-15 here. Goes to the tee, but clips the net cord. Goes out, second serve. Second serve goes deep, out wide there. Backhand down the line by Marcinko, but Sigmund goes behind her down the line. Forehand down the line goes for the winner. Nice job by Sigmund there. Going behind Marcinko. Couldn't change direction. Couldn't recognize that ball going behind her. 30-all, 3-all. First serve. Marcinko. Marcinko goes out wide. Good first serve. Good slider of a first serve there that Sigmund couldn't handle. Goes well out there. Tries to hit that return beyond the doubles alley. So good job there by Marcinko on that serve. Now 40-30, game point by Marcinko. Let's see if anybody can hold here. First serve goes out wide to the corner. Backhand down the line. Misses for Marcinko. Back to deuce. Very tight game now. Obviously very tight game. All tied up. Deuce now, 3-all. First serve to the middle of the box. Backhand down the line. A short ball by Marcinko. And a slice that just floats long for Siegemund. And she's a little frustrated. I don't know if her hands are too moist or wet. Too sweaty. Complaining a little bit with the grip. First serve, Marcinko, good out wide serve. A chop return by Sigmund. Sigmund tries to run for it. Up at net is Marcinko. An overhead, Marcinko hits the overhead, but they're back into a neutral rally. A slice by Sigmund. Forehand inside out by Marcinko. Backhand crosscourt by Sigmund. Backhand crosscourt by Marcinko. A chop forehand by Sigmund. Forehand down the line by Sigmund. This is the best rally yet. Backhand down the line. Passing shot by Marcinko. And a good point by Marcinko. Sigmund tried to sneak up there to the net. But no fooling Marcinko there. And Marcinko is up now 4-3. That was probably the best rally of the match. How many points does a player need to win the match? Well, they need to win sets. Hello, Tayson. They need to win sets. 2 out of 3 sets to win the entire match. It's not really by points, right? So we are now on the changeover. Again, good stuff by Marcinko there on that last point. That may be what is the turning point, or what will define this match. I think that is the point that will define this match. We'll see, though. We'll see, because that was a long rally, and that was, it required mental toughness, because that rally was going on and on forever, and Marcinko was going up and down there. She had that overhead, got it in play, couldn't finish it off, got back into a neutral rally, and did a very good job just staying in there. And Siegemund, to her credit, she stayed in there as well, tried to sneak up to the net, but I think she was a little slow sneaking up there. I think she was a little late. So we are on serve, I believe, right? We're still on serve, but these players are breaking a lot of serves here. All right, here we go. First serve to Siegemund, 3-4. Good out wide serve. Good down the line forehand return that was hit beyond the doubles alley. Oh, how many points to win the set? Well, by, again, minimum, right? If you win 6 games, 6 of those games are 4 points. So about, what is that? If you win it 6-0, 6 times 4, right? 24. So if you can win the set, that's 24 points, right? But as you know, deuce games can go on forever. A good forehand cross court there by Marcinko. Ooh, that forehand down the line, just a little wide by like 1 inch. 15 all now. All right, so 24 points minimum each set. So what is that, 48 points for the whole match? So minimum, you need to win at least 48 points. But you may need to win more. You likely need to win more with all these deuce games. So first serve to Sigman, goes to the tee. A forehand down the line by Sigman, goes up to the net with an easy volley put away. She was in big time trouble, Marcinko, all the way near the back wall there. Now 30-15. Looks like these ladies are handling their serves now. We'll see. Getting control of their serves. First serve now to Siegemund, 30-15. And that, I think she was trying to go to out wide there, but hits the net. Second serve. Second serve to Siegemund. Second serve goes to the tee, and then Marcinko hits that forehand to the net. I think she was slightly jammed or a little bit surprised by the pace of that serve. Either way, 40-50 now for Siegemund. First serve, Siegemund. This first serve goes to the tee. Good backhand inside-out return by Marcinko, but then the subsequent shot by Marcinko is hit out on the backhand side. All right, we're at 4 games all now. 4 games all tied up. Hello, everybody in the chat. Hello, everybody. Thanks for watching this live watch-along. The winner of this match will face Alex Eala. Okay, here we go. Marcinko to serve. First serve at 4 all to the tee. Good inside-in return by Siegemund. And let's see if that backhand down the line goes Does that go in or out by Marcinko? It goes out by a little bit on the replay there. Good try by Marcinko, but that sails a little long. Love 15 by Marcinko. Tries to go out wide on the first serve. Hits the net. Second serve. Second serve. Deep. Good kicker. Oh, but kind of off balance on that backhand reply by Marcinko. Good backhand cross-court return by Siegemund. And now Siegemund is in control. Love 30 now. Love 30, Marcinko. Kind of two bad backhands that missed there. I think that's her shot, backhands. A slider that goes out wide in, and then Siegemund couldn't handle that forehand cross-court return. Definitely a makeable return there. I think she got caught off guard with a change-up on the first serve. Now 15-30, first serve, Marcinko. Goes to the tee, but a little short. A chop return by Siegemund. Forehand cross-court by Marcinko. Backhand to the center by Marcinko. Backhand down the line by Marcinko, but short. And she's on the run, Marcinko, and couldn't handle that forehand cross-court by Siegemund. It was a good forehand short angle that made Marcinko run for it. That backhand was short by Marcinko, and Siegemund took advantage. 15-40. 15-40 now. Marcinko to the tee on the first serve. Good deep return by Siegemund. Sigman with another backhand cross-court. In control is Sigman on this rally. A little bit on defense is Marcinko. A slice forehand by Sigman that sails long. Just could not control. She was going to control the rally, but all of a sudden she couldn't control the next ball. I think she was over-controlling the point maybe. Got caught off guard. So kind of a bad miss there by Siegemund. Now at 30-40, Marcinko trying to survive this game. First serve goes to the middle of the net on that first serve. Second serve. Inside the baseline. Wait, a retoss now by Marcinko. Inside the baseline is Siegemund. Really wants to pound this. Oh, and a big-time double fault by Marcinko. Goes to the bottom of the net. Could not get anything on that second serve. Tries to overspin it, probably. And now gives away the game. 5-4 now for Siegemund. Siegemund was just really trying to come up there on the baseline. She really wanted to pound that second serve. And Marcinko felt it. Everyone felt it, I think. And she retossed, and there you go. That's focus right there. That's mental right there. There's nothing technical, nothing physical about that. That was all mental. And unfortunately, Marcinko gave that one away. I thought she was well in control of this match, but Sigman, again, she's experienced. And now she could win this set. She's serving for the set. How's everybody in the chat? How's everybody? Who do you guys want to win here? Who do you guys want Alex Eala to face? You want her to face Laura Siegemund, crafty player, or Marcinko? A little bit of a hard hitter. I mean, if she has time, Marcinko can really pound it, but if she's on the run, it doesn't seem like she has good defense. I don't know. Her defense is a little susceptible. You get her to move out on the doubles alley. Just poke it back to the open court. I think you'll win that point for sure. Let's see now. Let's see if Siegemund can finish this set off. She is serving. I think she's an adequate server. She can place her serve. Here we go. First serve. Siegemund. First serve is short, goes to the net. Second serve. Second serve, Siegemund. And that is to the middle of the box, but Marcinko just didn't move her feet on that one, so she was well jammed and hits that forehand late, hits the net post. 15 love now for Siegemund. That was an 89-mile-per-hour second serve. Decent, but that was makeable. 15 love, Siegemund to the tee. First serve. Good return by Marcinko. Tries to really drive this forehand inside out, Marcinko, but it tails off wide. Now 30 love by Siegemund. Siegemund in complete control now. Getting ready to finish off this set. First serve, Siegemund. To the body. Forehand crosser by Siegemund. Net cord by Marcinko. And then Sigman tries to go behind Marcinko, but it sails wide on that backhand down the line. Still surviving is Marcinko. Oh, hi, Gary Packland. You want to see more challenging opponents, huh? Yeah, I don't know if Eala will get challenged by either of these two, but you never know. These two are not playing the greatest right now. 15-30, or 30-15, excuse me. Siegemund. Good first serve by Sigman. On the run now is Marcinko, but back in a neutral rally now. On the run now is Siegemund, but her defense paid off a little bit. Now she's up 40-15. Marcinko tries to go up the line there, but missed a little bit long. It was makeable again. A makeable backhand. 40-15 now for Sigman. Double set point. And out wide is Sigman on that serve. Running is Marcinko. Oh, and a good forehand down the line by Sigman. Goes behind Marcinko for the winner. And that is the set for Sigmund. She wins it at 6-4. Hello, everybody in the chat. Siegemund has won this first set. And now Marcinko looks like she's going. She might be going out to the bathroom. Yes, I think she's going to the bathroom. Trying to get away from everything now because it wasn't a very good game. I mean, she was up 4-3 and then she just kind of let it go. A lot of mental mistakes, I think. I'm not too sure why Marcinko is less consistent here because Sigmund doesn't hit a very hard ball. She doesn't hit a very hard ball. Some slices here and there. And she's also not really playing well, I think. A lot of her serves are going short. And, but she's a veteran. She's 38 years old. See, all you have to do is make Sigmund run around and she'll miss. Okay? She has good defense. And she will block these power shots. Right? She will block these power shots by Marcinko. And you just have to hang tough, I think. That's all you need to do against Sigmund. But Marcinko is not mentally tough too much, and she's missing these easy shots. And it's just not looking good for her. But you never know. On this second set, maybe it was a good warm-up set for Marcinko. We'll see what happens here. How's everybody in the chat? Everybody doing well? Again, Alex Eala will face one of these two players. Who do you want? I don't see either of these two players really making a dent in Alex Eala's game. As long as Alex Eala plays well, she should be able to beat either of these two players. Even if, say, Sigmund is just on fire or something. I don't quite see it. The power from Alex Eala is just a lot. Marcinko can have a little power. She's demonstrated she could hit some good forehand inside outs. So now Sigmund is just under a towel now, probably just trying to meditate while we wait We're waiting for Marcinko to come out of the bathroom. A few people in the stands watching here in Miami on this first round. Hope everyone is doing well. Well, let me use my telestrator a little bit here. There you go. See my telestrator here? So here's Marcinko. Here's Siegemund. What I see is Sigman hitting these forehand angles here. And then there's some backhand angles. Once Marcinko's running for it here, it's kind of over. Siegemund is going to win this point. And she has good net skills, so she could come up and finish it off. Alright, Marcinko's back. Sigman doing some high knees warm-ups. We are underway now. Let me adjust this scoreboard here. Alright, first serve by Marcinko. Second serve goes to the middle of the box. Oh, change of direction by Sigman trying to... Oh, good job by Marcinko on that one. So Marcinko went behind Sigman, did well to just change direction, go back, and stab at that ball. But then Marcinko wins that one by going to the open court. 50 love now by Marcinko. First serve to the tee. Gets the line. Yeah, gets the line on that back service line. Good serve. 30 love. This could be a very good start by Marcinko here. 30 love. Marcinko, first serve. Tries to really bomb that, but it goes well long. Second serve. Second serve. That is another well long serve, so don't need another double fault there. 30-15 Marcinko. So Laura Siegemund at 62% on our poll here of who's going to win. She is up a set now. So 30-15 Marcinko, first serve to the body, but clips the net cord, goes out. Second serve. Second serve, good deep second serve to the backhand of Siegemund. Running is Sigman on that forehand side, but that forehand goes well long. 40-15 now. Marcinko. Trying to stay positive is Marcinko, doing a fist pump now. 40-15. 40-15 to the body, a safe body serve. A forehand cross-court angle by Marcinko. Now tries to redirect it going down the line, but misses by 3 inches. Still game point for Marcinko at 40-30. 40-30. First serve, Marcinko. Ooh, that just hits the net cord, or the net strap pretty much. Second serve. Second serve goes to the middle of the box. Good backhand cross-court return by Sigman, and Sigman now just goes to the open court. Marcinko could not recover, could not run down that forehand cross-court ball. Once she hits a ball in the doubles alley, she's not getting it back. Now back to deuce. Oh, a good tee serve right in the corner by Marcinko. That is an ace. It came out of nowhere. Add in by Marcinko. Here we go. Another game point. To the tee, but misses. Second serve. Second serve. Marcinko Good deep body serve. Backhand cross court by Marcinko. Backhand down the line by Siegemund. Forehand cross court by Siegemund. Another forehand cross court by Siegemund. Good neutral rally here. But a backhand down the line miss by Siegemund. And a good hold by Marcinko. Good hold by Marcinko there. Getting in a consistent rally. Bad shot selection by Siegemund. She was running for this backhand here. I'll clear this out. Here's Sigman running for this backhand, trying to change direction, go up the line here. And here's Marcinko. I think for Sigman, just get it cross court. That's your safer bet here. But trying to do a spectacular shot, and she was well behind the baseline. So, Siegemund to serve. Down love one, but on serve here. Love one, Siegemund, first serve. First serve to the tee. Very well struck on that first serve, and Marcinko couldn't handle it. 15 love now for Siegemund. Siegemund first serve. Tries to go out wide, but hits the net. Second serve. Second serve. Coming up. Well, it does a retoss. Marcinko is creeping up inside the baseline. Second serve again. Here we go. Second serve goes deep. And a good backhand down the line return winner by Marcinko. I think that's her shot. That backhand down the line. Took it a little early. Good split step up. It was a decent second serve by Siegemund. Now at 15 all. Another retoss by Siegemund. First serve, Siegemund. Behind the baseline is Marcinko. First serve is to the body. Good first serve. I think it had decent pace on it, and Marcinko couldn't handle that. That forehand return goes to the middle of the net. 30-15 now is Siegemund. Looking to get on board here on this second set. First serve, Siegemund to the body. Good forehand return by Marcinko. Marcinko on the run now. Does a forehand cross court. Siegemund hits it right back to her. Now back in a neutral rally. Oh, and a bad miss by Marcinko. Mishit that backhand, probably trying to go inside out, but shanks that well wide. Now at 40-15. 40-15 Siegemund. 2 game points. 40-15 tries to go to the tee, but hits the top of the net strap. Second serve. Second serve, Siegemund. There's a lot of ball bouncing here. Second serve. And a good body serve on the second serve. Good return by Marcinko. And was ahead in that rally. Tries to rifle this forehand down the line, but hits the top of the net cord there. We are at 1 all. 1 all now in this second set. Not a bad miss by Marcinko there, but needs a little bit more topspin if she's going to rifle that up the line. First serve now to Marcinko. Good tee serve, and Siegemund couldn't handle that. Well spotted right in the corner of that tee. 15 love now is Marcinko. Good out wide serve by Marcinko on the first serve, but that was a deep return by Sigman, and Marcinko just could not handle that one. It was straight at her feet. 15 all. Siegemund can actually return well. She's a decent returner. First serve slider by Marcinko. Tries to change direction on that reply and hits the net cord. A forehand to the net by Marcinko. It's now Sigman up. 15-30 now. A little bit of an opener for Sigman to break. Can Marcinko kind of hold it together here? First serve, 15-30, Marcinko. A slice serve to the tee for Marcinko. Marcinko's up to the net. Hits a backhand volley, but she's in trouble. Oh, and Sigman had an open court there for a forehand cross court, but she hits that slice. She went for a slice and hits the net. She could have rolled this top spin. She underestimated her speed going to that running forehand. So we are at 30 all. 30 all first serve, a safe slider of a ball, and a forehand that goes cross court for Marcinko and tries to redirect it right away down the line, but that is missed well wide. We are now at 30-40. Now is Marcinko down a break point. A good hard serve to the body and a backhand, great backhand down the line by Marcinko. It's set up by that good first serve. It had pace on that. And Siegemund couldn't quite handle that. We are at deuce. And a safe slider of a serve again that goes out. Second serve by Marcinko. Ooh, that second serve just barely went over the net. We're in this neutral rally now. The center court rally. A chop forehand by Siegemund. And a backhand crosscourt by Siegemund. Well redirected by Siegemund. Marcinko didn't do enough on that forehand down the line and was probably surprised by how Siegemund hit that backhand of a shot. So again, bad shot selection by Marcinko there and took advantage. Siegemund. Break point by Siegemund. Add out. Marcinko first serve to the tee. Good chop return by Siegemund. We're in this neutral rally now in the center of the court. Center court rally. And a forehand down the line by Siegemund. She has the open court and hits this cross court for the winner. Well done by Siegemund, rifling this forehand down the line to the corner to Marcinko. Marcinko on the run there and just can't recover. Anytime she's pulled off, she can't recover. So now we're up. She's up 2-1. All right, we see some dogs. Small doggies. Oh, two doggies in the crowd there. Oh, they're walking out of the stands now. And Siegemund drinking some water, closing her eyes. Just trying to meditate and rest a little bit. Remember, Siegemund is 38 years old. Now, that's old for, tennis years. But she's doing well. She knows when, I think Sigman knows when to go for it. She knows when to go for it, when to play safe, when to go for these chops. She has this chop forehand all of a sudden. She'll do some chop forehand returns or just chop it up in any random shot. So sometimes you don't know what's coming at you. But when she goes for it at a good time for the most part. Just like in that last point. She went for it on a good time. It was a center court rally. So I'll use my telestrator again. Center court rally here. I'm going to get my pen on. So Siegemund, Marcinko. Center court rally here. going up, back and forth, but then all of a sudden, to the corner, Marcinko runs for it, and then she gets an open space here, and that's all you need to do. That's all you need to do. You have this opportunity, this window, you go for it. And now Siegemund is doing some shadow swings on her serve, trying to warm up her shoulder here. First serve to Siegemund. Her serve is to the body, and serve. There wasn't that much pace on it. 15 love by Sigman. First serve to the body, but hits the net. Second serve, jumping up and down, is Marcinko. Really trying to get into it here. Second serve goes to the middle of the box, and another badly missed return by Marcinko. Hits that one 2 feet out. Another makeable return. Return that you shouldn't miss if you're a professional. 30 love. Siegemund. First serve to the tee. Well, really a little bit more to the body and jams up Marcinko. Marcinko is just not moving her feet on that return. If she's going to the body, you got to get out of the way somehow, but didn't. That was 92 miles per hour. Decent first serve. 40 love now. Siegemund goes out wide, but just misses. Second serve. Second serve for Siegemund. At 40 love, in control of this match. Good backhand to the backhand. Good redirection by Siegemund. On the run is Marcinko. She's on big-time defense. Marcinko, a sitter for Siegemund, and rolls that backhand cross-court for the winner. Good stuff by Siegemund. Well, just really in control at that point. Put Marcinko there just like a yo-yo, back and forth, side to side, changing direction, and putting away that backhand for the winner. All sorts of trouble now is Marcinko. Marcinko's just trying to get into it. If I were her coach, I would just try to rally it. Just try to rally. Extend that rally tolerance. First serve, a safe first serve to the middle of the box. And up at net is Marcinko now. And a good lob by Sigman. Now back into a neutral rally. Backhand down the line by Sigman. Forehand crossover by Sigman. On the right is Marcinko. And Marcinko cannot handle that forehand roller. Kind of running for it to the corners. Can't handle the corners. And now it's down love 15. She was in control at that point. But good defense by Siegemund. Love 15, Marcinko. Decent first serve out wide, Marcinko. But in control of the rally now is Siegemund. Forehand down the line, Siegemund. And a drop shot by Sigman. Does it go in? No, it clips the net cord. Not a bad attempt, but just not well executed. That was close. Just didn't get enough of that drop shot. 15-all. Down 1-3 is Marcinko. 15-all here. Goes to the tee, but misses by 1 or 2 inches. Second serve. Second serve is hit to the net. A double fault by Marcinko. This could be it, you guys. If Marcinko doesn't win this game, I see Marcinko just tanking the rest and not being into this. Does she have comeback skills? I don't know. Down 15-30, Marcinko. First serve. A good deep serve by Marcinko. Backhand roller by Marcinko, cross-court. In control is Marcinko. On defense is Sigman. Throws up a super high lob, but goes out. Good try on the defense by Sigman, and well controlled by Marcinko. Still trying to hang in there is Marcinko. Taking some deep breaths is Marcinko. This is a big point, you guys. 30 all. Marcinko doesn't want to get down 4-1 here. 30 all. First serve, Marcinko goes out wide but misses a little long. Second serve. Second serve, Marcinko to the tee. Good deep serve to the tee. And then Sigman couldn't handle that backhand. Kind of got jammed up there. Couldn't take it early enough. We are at 40-30. Good job by Marcinko to get these 2 points here, to get it to 40-30. And the first serve that goes to the tee, but to the net. Second serve. Second serve to the middle of the box. Good backhand return by Siegemund. That's chopped by... Oh, wow. What happened there? Sigman, did Sigman just give up on that shot? She did. She just gave up on that. So, weird. A chop forehand to the middle of the court by Sigman and a routine forehand crosscourt by Marcinko that Sigman just does not want to get. I can't explain it. I can't really explain it here. But here's what happened. Check the telestrator here. Sigman, Marcinko, a chop forehand. She was over here. A chop forehand to the center. Marcinko hits a forehand cross court for the winner there. That Sigman doesn't even get. Doesn't try to intercept or get to the ball. I'll just show you a replay here. And that was weird. And Sigman was looking a little bit to the side there. I don't know. When you don't get after a ball, it's just weird for me, especially when it's so gettable. It's not like it was hit far off into the court there. But regardless, it's now 3-2. Sigman is still up. It's just weird sometimes these professional players not going after a ball that's just 2 feet away. But Marcinko is still in this. I mean, she's obviously not playing too great, but you know, once if she does play great like right now, she could win this match. She could totally win this match. It's up for grabs. How's everybody doing in the chat? Everybody watching this live watch along. Thank you for watching along with me. You could listen to my play-by-play. So thank you, everybody. Be sure to like and subscribe. Here we go. 3-2. Sigman is up. First serve, Sigman. First serve to the tee. Good first serve to the tee, but good return by Marcinko. Marcinko tries to hit this inside-out ball, but just misses by 1 or 2 inches. Just missed it completely there. Hello, Luca, Tomic. Yes, Marcinko can still win, but she's down, though. She is down. If she just turns it up a level, she can win, because Sigman is not playing great either, but she's making smarter decisions. I think Sigman, she's in control here. Mentally, she's in control, so I think she will win. But she throws in a double here, so you never know. Once things are getting a little bit more pressure, you just don't know what will happen. So let's see if Marcinko can do it, can get back into this. She's right here. 15 all. Sigman up 3-2. First serve, Sigman. Sigman goes to the center of the box on the first serve. Good forehand crosscourt by Sigman. Forehand crosscourt by Marcinko. And then Marcinko tries to go up the line, hitting that ball near the doubles alley, but it sails well long. So, again, tough for Marcinko. She cannot defend the corners, or once she's at the corner and she has a makeable ball, she'll just rip it down the line, but it goes out. 30-15 now for Siegemund. First serve. hits the net cord and goes out. Second serve. Second serve is Siegemund. Second serve still. And that goes deep, but a good forehand rip of a return by Marcinko straight to her wheelhouse. She didn't even have to move that much, and she just ripped it. Decent serve there. It went deep by Sigman, but it was just located to Marcinko's wheelhouse. So, not a great spot serve. It had decent pace, though. 30 all now for Sigman. 3-2. She's somewhat in a tough spot here. Marcinko can get back into this set. She wins this game here. And a retoss by Sigman. Barely tossed that ball up. Catches it. And is about to retoss this serve. 30 all. First serve goes to the tee. Good first serve, but a good return by Marcinko. And a forehand cross-court battle by these two players. A center court rally by these two players. And then a forehand gets dumped to the net by Marcinko. Couldn't handle the center court rally there. Again, makeable. But when it comes to these extended rallies, I pick Siegemund. Marcinko will just make an error for no real reason. 40-30, Siegemund, game point. First serve. First serve goes down the tee. And a center court rally by these two players. A good forehand down the line by Marcinko. Forehand inside in by Marcinko. Oh, and a shank by Marcinko that goes 30 feet out. And that is the game for Sigman. She is now up 4-2. Again, when you get into these neutral rallies, it seems like Sigman can handle it. Marcinko needs to find a way to get some offense, generate some offense. She's just not a good defensive player, I think. She needs something else. She needs her main game to be rolling. Her forehands and backhand, it needs to be rolling well. If it's not, it's pretty much a done deal for her. Now Marcinko is going back to the chair. It's not a changeover. Oh, she's grabbing a new racket. That can work, you guys. Grabbing a new racket. New fresh strings. Maybe a fresh racket. This could be, who knows, this could be a turning point. New racket for Marcinko. Here we go. Down 2-4. First serve to the tee, a safe tee serve. Forehand to the center. Oh, but couldn't handle the power. Siegemund. A straight up the gut forehand to Siegemund that she couldn't handle. 15 love now, Marcinko. First serve, Marcinko. Tries to go out wide with a bomb, but goes out. Second serve. Second serve. Good out wide serve kicker. Good return by Siegemund. Somewhat maybe unexpected. It was a good backhand cross-court deep return by Siegemund. Siegemund can return well. She has these good, surprisingly deep returns from, pretty good second serves. 15 all. And that first serve goes out to the body. Second serve now, Marcinko. Marcinko, safe first serve and a safe return. A chop return by Siegemund. A forehand cross-court battle by these two players. And that forehand cross-court battle is won by Siegemund. A routine forehand cross-court that goes out by Marcinko. Now we got 15-30 now for Marcinko. Trouble. This is trouble now for Marcinko. She goes down 15-40. That could be it. This is a big point for both players here. 15-30, Marcinko. First serve, Marcinko. Tries to bomb it to the body, goes to the net. Second serve, Marcinko. Second serve barely goes over the net. A chop return by Sigman. Sigman, a backhand down the line. It's a backhand down the line battle. Oh, and a slice by Marcinko that hits the net. Not sure what she was doing there, but I haven't really seen her slice, and that was the first time. That was the first time I've seen her slice, and that barely got to the net. So we are looking at double break point for Siegemund here to get it to 5-2 to steamroll Marcinko in this set. 15-40. Marcinko first serve to the tee. Good first serve. A short ball with Marcinko, and Marcinko finishes off that short ball. Good inside out winner. So good first serve. Got a very good short ball there. Super short. Here we go. 30-40 now is Marcinko. First serve to the body. Hits the net. Second serve. Second serve Marcinko. And to the tee, a slice return by Siegemund. And then Siegemund hits this forehand topspin wide. Did she get a little nervous there? Sometimes I don't understand these chop forehand returns on the second serve by Siegemund. But we are now at deuce. Good job by Marcinko to get it back even here on this game. Deuce. Deuce. A safe serve. Oh, that hit the net cord. First serve here. And another safe first serve. Goes deep with a return. Siegemund. And that forehand down the line goes well wide by Marcinko. It was a good deep shot by Siegemund. And I think it just hit the line. I'm not too sure why Marcinko hit that one well wide. Just couldn't control that ball. Advantage for Siegemund. Another break point to really take control of this set and win the match, and then face Alex Eala. Here we go. Add out. Marcinko. First serve. First serve. Tries to bomb it again out wide, but hits the net cord. Second serve. Second serve to the tee. A chop return that goes wide for Siegemund. Can anybody explain these chop returns by Siegemund on the second serve? I don't know. I can't explain it. Deuce now. Deuce tries to go to the tee for Marcinko. Goes long. Second serve. Will we see another chop return? Or will we see a rip? A backhand rip of a return to the center, but it goes to the net for Siegemund. I think she's not handling this moment quite well. She's missing these opportunities, Siegemund. And now Marcinko's back in it with her own advantage. Add in, first serve to the tee. A chop return by Sigman. A slice by Siegemund that goes deep. A forehand up the center for Marenko. And a good forehand down the line. More like an inside-out shot by Siegemund that goes to the corner. Add corner for Marenko. And Marenko couldn't handle that. Couldn't handle that backhand. Back to deuce. Deuce. First serve Marenko to the tee. And a backhand that is jammed for Siegemund. Hits that one to the net. Advantage Marenko. I think I'm missing these somewhat easy serves. First serve goes in. Oh, good return by Siegemund and gets Marenko on the run again on the backhand side, and she couldn't handle that. She just could not hit a backhand over the net. Back to deuce. So Siegemund ripped this forehand. So ripped the forehand return finally to pop that ball up. Marenko first serve goes out wide. Second serve now. Second serve to the middle box, a chop forehand return by Sigman. A slice by Sigman that it goes well wide and long on that one. Got too much air on that slice. Add in now for Marcinko. Kind of a weird game, you guys. This is a weird game. This Siegemund missing like this. Add in Marcinko, first serve, a little bit short in the box, and a forehand return that goes well long for Siegemund. I feel like Sigman just donated this game with some bad returns, just weird returns, and just weird shots, weird slices that just sailed out. So Marcinko is back in it here at 4-3. It's just so weird. It's so weird. Sigman is a little weird. How's everybody doing in the chat? Hello, hello. Everybody watching. Please like and subscribe if you like these watch-alongs. I'll try to do more watch-alongs, not just with Alex Eala, but with any match. And it doesn't have to be Alex Eala's next opponent here. One of these players will be Alex Eala's next opponent, but I'm going to try to do more of these watch-alongs to update you on the score of these opponents, these players here of both WTA Tour, ATP Tour. And I'm going to try to do these play-by-plays. I enjoy this. This is really fun watching. I love watching tennis. I could watch tennis all day. If I can, I would do it. I would go to all these tournaments if I could. But it's just great. I love tennis here. 4-3, Siegemund. And Sigman, I think she's serving, right? She's serving. And, she's up a break still. Just has to hold serve. You don't really know if they're getting tired or not. Or are they getting tired? I don't think Marcinko's getting tired, but Sigman is walking fast. She walks fast everywhere. Walks fast as a towel, walks fast as a changeover. She's doing these shadow swings now. Wow. All right, 4-3. First serve to Siegemund. Siegemund is from Germany. Marcinko, I believe, is from Croatia. First serve, a very slow first serve to the middle of the box by Siegemund. Siegemund on defense, but Marcinko doesn't take advantage. Hits that forehand down the line to the net. 15-love. 15-love Siegemund. Siegemund. First serve to the tee. And a forehand. Whoa, a forehand return by Marenko that probably hits the line. And then the next shot by Siegemund is hit all the way to the 10th row of the stands there. No one's going to get that ball. I think that went out of the stands, out of the stadium pretty much. 15-all now for both players. Good tee serve by Sigman right into the corner. Had decent pace. That's a free point by Sigman. 30-15 now. Marenko just couldn't handle that serve. First serve now, 30-15, Sigman. First serve to the body, to the backhand, hits the net cord, goes in. That one hits the net cord too. For Sigman, shot that backhand cross court, and now she's up 40-15. Marenko's looking at her shoelaces, thinking that there might be something there, but she's in big. Oh, she's ready to serve Sigman. I don't think Marenko is quite ready. Okay, here we go. 40-15, Sigman. Good first serve by Sigman. Open court. Sigman, forehand down the line, ripper. Good out wide serve there. Now she's up 5-3. And Marenko's looking inside her shoe now. Her sock is just not right. And now she's really down now. Can't afford to lose any more games. 5-3, Siegemund ready to win this match here. 4 points away from winning the match, Siegemund. But Marcinko is about to serve. First serve out wide, a chop forehand return that goes out by Siegemund. 15 love. Let's see if Marcinko can hold, at the very least here. 15 love Marcinko. Good out wide serve by Marcinko, but a good return by Sigman. Forehand crosscourt battle by Sigman, and forehand down the line by Sigman that paints the line. Holy smokes, she took it early off the bounce there. How did she do that? Yup, she hits it off the bounce well early. That was clean. Down the line winner for Sigman. 15 all. Let's see if she stays aggressive here. Marcinko goes for the tee, goes out, second serve. Marcinko to the body on the second serve. Safe return by Siegemund. On the run to Siegemund. And a good forehand cross-court angle by Marcinko. Got inside the line, inside the baseline there, so she had the angle. It was kind of a short ball here, and not enough pace by Siegemund. So 30-15 now, Marcinko. Oh, and a good hard body serve by Marcinko. Siegemund couldn't handle that forehand. 40-15. 40-15 is Marcinko. Let's see if she could win this to make Sigman serve for the match. Good first serve ace by Marcinko. That was one of Marcinko's best games. But is it a little bit too little too late for Marcinko? We'll see. But that was a good game by Marenko there. Good serving. And that ace by Marcinko. How's everybody doing in the chat? Hope everyone's having a good time. Again, please try to like and subscribe. Do what you can to support the channel. Join the channel. The winner of this match will face Alex Eala, I believe, on Thursday. We'll see what happens there. I think Eala has a good chance of winning that first round match against whoever, these two players. But again, you never know. You never know with these players. All of a sudden they can go on fire and you'll have a battle. This is a very mental game here. But let's see if Sigman can finish off Marcinko. Let's see if she could hold serve here. It's a big game. It's really a big game because if she loses this game, I feel like everything's back to even, and Marcinko could go on a run. I do feel like Sigman has a better chance of holding than breaking. So it's good it's on her serve now. The racket, the game's on the racket basically. But she needs these, good placement serves, good first serves, and she needs to rally well. Make Marcinko go on defense. If she makes Marcinko go on defense, especially on the backhand side, it's a good deal. It's a good deal for Siegemund. So here we go. More shadow swings for Siegemund here. She loves doing those shadow swings right before she serves here. So first serve, 5-4. First serve tries to go out wide but hits the net. Second serve. Second serve. And a decent second serve by Sigman, a center court rally. Pursues and dumped by the net is Marcinko on that routine forehand up the center. It was a neutral rally up the center. Marcinko couldn't handle these neutral rallies. 15 love now for Sigman. Sigman 3 points away from winning this match. And to the body on that first serve, but misses for Sigman. Second serve. Second serve, Siegemund. Oh, and she throws in a double fault. Just didn't give itself some air. Hits the net. That was a bad miss. Now, starting to feel it is Siegemund. 15-all. First serve, Siegemund. And a retoss by Sigman. That toss goes well to the right. Doesn't like it. First serve. First serve goes to the body. Good return by Marcinko. Forehand cross-court rally by these two players. The backhand cross-court rally now. Backhand cross-court, both at neutral. Good backhand down the line by Marcinko. In offense by Marcinko. Good defense by Siegemund. And a forehand down the line by Siegemund that hits the net. Tries to change direction a little bit there. Or just got jammed. Good job by Marcinko to hang in there. I think that's the way for Marcinko to win. Good hard baseline shots up the middle. Making Siegemund run a bit. 15-30 now. Marcinko coming back. First serve, Siegemund hits the net cord, but goes backwards. Second serve. Marcinko still well behind the baseline on this second serve. Does she come up on this second serve? Oh, a retoss now. Siegemund feeling it. Her tosses are all over the place. Second serve, 15-30. Second serve goes to the tee. A center court rally now. Forehand cross court rally. Forehand down the line by Siegemund. On the run now is Marcinko. Open court is Siegemund, and Siegemund hits a forehand cross court, forces the error, and that was a good play, making Marcinko run to the backhand side there. Once she's running to the backhand side, hard for her to come back. We are now at 30-all. Breathing hard is Siegemund, trying to catch her breath a little bit. This is a big point. 30-all. 5-4. Hello, hello. 30-all. Another retoss by Siegemund. First serve, Siegemund. First serve to the body. Good forehand return by Marcinko. On the run now is Marcinko. Goes behind Marcinko. Another good play by Sigman. Running Marcinko to the left. And then goes behind her on that forehand inside out shot. She has a match point. Two well played shots by Sigman. That's where experience and smartness counts, right? Marcinko just hanging on here. Let's see if she can get back. 40-30. Match point. Siegemund. First serve to the tee. And it is ace. And a big come on by Siegemund. She wins the match at 6-4. What a match by Siegemund. And that is it for Marcinko. Those were three great points by Siegemund, making Marcinko go on the run there. And a clutch first serve to the tee. And now Siegemund will be facing Alex Eala. And that should be a great match, you guys. That should be a really good match. How's everybody in the chat? We all know Alex Eala's next opponent now. Probably happen sometime on Thursday. At least our time, Miami time. I don't know about your time. But that was a good match by Siegemund. It's just smart. And then Marcinko. I think Marcinko just needs to develop a little bit more consistency. Just kind of going up the middle. There's a lot of shots that she's missing that she shouldn't miss. Definitely her weakness is defending the corners. defending that backhand corner is really tough for her. So if she's running to her left, trying to get back into the court, she's just not going to make it. She just doesn't have very good defense whatsoever. So she has to develop something else, like a net game, like a bigger serve or something, to really get herself up in the rankings there. But good job by Siegemund. Again, crafty player, has these chopped forehands, has these slices. And I'm looking for, if you're Alex Eala, right, you just got to watch out for these forehand chops on just random rallies and on these returns. So it's going to go low, right? The forehand chop is going to go low, and you just got to bend low and just try to rally it out. So if you're just a consistent player, for Alex Eala, I think Eala can win this in straight sets. But easier said than done, right? Easier said than done. All right. Well, hopefully you enjoyed this stream, this live watch along. Hopefully I'll have more of these. And I appreciate everything that you all do. Please like and subscribe. Join the channel. Do what you can. And I'll see you guys again very soon. Thank you, everybody, for watching.